Yo, what's up, you lost souls? It's your boy Ghost, back at it again with another banger. Well, this is not really going to be one of those banger videos that I edit and cut or whatever the fuck. This is just going to be me talking straight to the camera because a lot of you guys want to know what happened to my Harley Davidson. I don't know if some of you guys are caught up or not, but I had a stud. I needed to get a stud extracted, and it was a long story, but at the end of the day, I ended up paying $1,700 for them to like weld and seal the fucking hole, and then they redid the fucking thing, whatever the fuck, right? But so I paid $1,700, got my bike back. Everything's all good and dandy. I wake up this one morning, and then obviously I turned my bike on because I had to go to work. So and keep in mind that I work about 65 miles away from home, so it takes me over an hour to get from home to work. So I'm riding my motorcycle on my way to work from home, right? And fucking next thing you know, like 2 minutes away, and like driving distance, at a red light, my bike completely shuts off. It just fucking dies, bro. On a fucking red light. Next thing you know, the light turns green. I have to make a turn, and I can't get my bike to turn on. It was some bullshit. It literally happened down the fucking street right here. So what I do is I fucking, what do you call it when you walk like a fucking duck or a fucking penguin? I did that shit to get out of the fucking way because people were honking at me. There's a semi truck behind me. So I get out of the fucking way. Some dude actually pulls over and helps me out. He has a fucking job interview or something like that, so he doesn't stay long. I end up walking my bike to the parking lot at work, which took me about like 10 minutes walking with the bike because I had to stop. It was fucking uphill. It was fucking crazy. I didn't want to leave my bike there though because it's a Harley Davidson. Okay. So that happens. Man. Next thing you know, I'm thinking it's the fucking battery, right? So on my lunch break, I have a coworker take me to Riley's. We get a battery. We come back. I install that battery at night after work. So I get off of work at 7:30 p.m., right? I install a brand new battery. It's too fucking big. It barely fucking fits. So I strap it with the bungee cord and I put my cover in my backpack. And I'm like, fuck it, it's all good. Let's go. The bike turns on. Not even fucking 2 or 3 minutes away from work, I start to realize that I can't put my foot down because it's slipping and sliding. But I didn't bother to look down. A couple feet later, I stop at a red light and I had to put my foot down to brake and I could not. My bike kept sliding, so there was no way for me to like keep the bike from falling. It took me it was a struggle. I looked down, there's oil everywhere on my fucking pants, everywhere, bro, just spilling all over the fucking floor. So my dumbass thinking, well, I'm not that far away from work. Why don't I ride it back to work, right? I turn it on and I ride back to work. Couple fucking like I don't know. I want to say like 1,000 feet later or so. The bike turns off again. The bike fucking turns off, and I'm struggling. I'm trying to turn it on. And fucking it won't turn on. So I end up sleeping that fucking work that fucking night, right? A couple days later, Harley Davidson picks up my bike. I'm stuck out here in San Diego, so the one in San Marcos. Shout out to Biggs. They come over to my job, and they pick up my bike. They call me up a couple days later, and they tell me that I seized my engine. I literally had my bike for 2 weeks or less after I paid $1,700 because of the fucking stud removal. And now they're telling me that I seized my engine and that I need to pay to get the engine rebuilt and that it's going to cost me about $7,000. So I tell Biggs, you know what? Fuck that. Don't work on it. I'll go pick it up myself. I hit up the homie Tensor, aka Cram. He has a truck, so I hit him up, and he says, "Well, I'm off on Friday. We can go pick it up on Friday." So I had to wait a whole other week till Friday came along. Me, Cram, and my brother Gio end up driving to Biggs Harley Davidson, and when we get there, fucking the homie that was working there, he's like, "Oh shit, you have warranty. Um, you might just have to pay $50 and you'll get a whole new engine. But there's a catch. They're gonna have somebody go over and inspect my bike to take a look at it to see if it qualifies for the warranty." So that's where we are right now. My bike is at Biggs Harley. It could cost me about $7,000 to fix. It could cost me about $50 depending on the warranty, if it goes through or not. So I hope that answers a lot of your guys' questions, because I know a lot of you guys were asking or wondering, where the fuck is the Harley Davidson? Because the fuck, why do I always see you in this cage recently? But yeah, that's what happened, bro. I fucked up again. I seized my fucking engine. Can you believe that? I mean, fuck, bro. At this point, I'm not even surprised. I'd be fucking up so much on my bike. It's my first Harley Davidson, so I'm kind of learning as I go. That's one thing I did notice. Like, my other bike I had was a R3 Yamaha. I didn't really do much maintenance on that shit. I did fuck around like a hooligan, and I practically almost never broke it until I finally did. Fucking went off a ramp or some shit. And then with this Harley Davidson, I'm just learning, I guess. But yeah, I ended up finding out that the reason it even spilled in the first place was because the filter was too loose. You know, where the paper filter, the oil filter, that shit ended up coming loose. And I think that's what, well, that is exactly why my engine spilled all that fucking oil. My filter was loose, but me trying to drive back to work, when there was no oil left in my engine, that caused a seize in my engine, which fucked up. Okay, so you know the pistons, they're connected to one crank. One of the pistons apparently broke. The guy from Harley Davidson, when they took it apart and they called me, they're like, "Yo, we have never seen this before, but one of your pistons snapped, and it's been broken in there ever, like, you know." So that's pretty much what they gotta fix. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to know about the Harley, but if there is, if I missed anything, let me know in the comment section. I'll be gladly, answer your guys' questions, maybe in this video or in a short. But yeah, the Harley Davidson is at the shop and it's down again for like the fifth fucking time or some shit like that. I don't even know. Almost a dozen fucking times now. Damn, I think I've already spent over 5Gs or more on this bike just on maintenance and repairs. Probably like 10, to be honest. Not even on upgrades, just fucking maintenance and repairs and shit like that. But honestly, that Harley Davidson, I fucking love it. I have 47,000 miles on it, almost 48,000 miles, and I had that bike in less than 2 years. I bought it used with 4,995 miles, and it's at almost 48K. I wish I had my bike with me so I could show you guys the speedometer, but it was at 47,000 some. And I was gonna wait to 50K to do the oil change, or 49,000. But damn, that's what happened. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I can tell you about the Harley. Hopefully we'll be back on Tuesday. Till then, peace.